So, people, in relation to reversing the manner 5 of intermission of the mind game, is a rotation to formulate into a border of the dibulums. Any dibulums is a reworking material of the contractor to know that the contractor is provisioning into a B 5 F G in relation to the conjunction. Any conjunction in relation to the crystal stick is a Formula 1 to defend itself into the unity of law. See, my voice changed. So, in relation to singing a song, in relation to singing a song of a bashful thoughts or a mindful thoughts of a basher in relation to knowing how to rework yourself into the transmission. Any transmission is programmed for 30 doors 5346 in relation to a consumption or conjunction in relation to practicing the law. Any law in gravity by the transmission of cosmos is a performance of 1321 in relation to accepting the rejoice of material. Good morning, everybody. The reversity of mankind is a amber in relation to food and to know how the food cook well, be well in so. But then again, each food changes the condition of method to know that the drumstick or whatever food that you cook has the right material to eat well, be well, live well in relation to the conjunction. The conjunction for the crystal stick is the amber of knowing how to preview yourself into the dimension. Because in relation to the dimension of the element of the fun, you cannot reprogram the Atala. The Atala is the third stock market to know that Wall Street is not evening into the conjunction of the news reporter. In relation to the news reporter but the lies is the element of the design to confunction the copper mine. The copper mine for the lies is the in-law of missing parts in relation to missing parts to review itself into the orders of the dimension. In each dimension of methods and conjunction of method for the way in is to know that the ruler is anti-income. The anti-income is the brought of material to know that the stock market will store into Wall Street by 3CFG15. And in that way, Wall Street in relation to the contantan of movie maker to understand the concept of art and to be in Homer Simpson to know how to control the mature age of welfare in relation to Mr. Byrne. Mr. Byrne, the electron is the provin or the protein or the ria or the illa or the inna. So, putting parts in your car, putting parts in your house, putting parts in your shop is the interestment of knowing how to be in the lady number 5, to know that the movie maker will direct itself into the creation. The creation for Mona Lisa is the reversity of mankind for execute into the way in of art, for conviewing into the way in of art, as each art will perform itself into the mature age of welfare. The grid is very hard for a lady to pronounce the announcement of arranging into a sectors of learning and to return home for the manifestation of law by instrument of on BE. So on B to shorten the preview of conjunction is the timer of knowing that the conjunction is knowing how to be in the manifestation. As in that time, when you know how to convey yourself into the medicine, you will reverse yourself into the amma of knowing how to control your manuscript. Each manuscript, psychologically, the understanding of logics is the intern of logics to know that the winning program for the COVID is the in time. I know where the COVID is in relation to reading the newspaper and learning the newspaper to understand the concept of art and to injunction the crystal stock in Wall Street number 5. In that time, it learned how to wing ring in the mode. So in this way, the conversion of the conjunction is the majority of age in relation to the diphthong. Any diphthong in relation to Andy is an income design for the Wall Street of number 5 in relation to review. And in that time, if you know how to conjunction the element of the design, the conviewing of exporting degree is a dimension of knowing how to control yourself into the border. Any border of the dimension is a diplom's of knowing how to control your art in relation to dimensioning the exporting degree. Does it make real sense to you to know that each sense is a previewing into the goddess of power? The goddess of power is the conjunction of the proverb to announce itself into plural. Each plural of verb, verb, is the announcement in the dictionary to announce the noun, no, to announce the plural of lemon, or dana, or inni, or in me, or in so. The preserving of cooking stock is a exporting degree to eat well, be well, live well, togetherness of life. And in that time it learns itself into the dimension. So each food is a condition of method to know the previewing is exporting to chefs and to equalize the chef into the mini program. That is not available, chef, in relation to selecting the wise food, the in food, the on food, the off food, the in-so of the off OF food in relation to an announcement. No, in relation to what?